All right, hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Rice and Beans podcast, episode 39. It's October 27th, 2021, and yeah. How's your week been so far?
It's been all right. Just being a dad and having to deal with goofy ass children choices.
I get that.
Like, for example, Ava is currently on the roof retrieving her shoe because, according to her, she was just showing that she could wiggle her foot side to side with her shoe loose on her foot, and it's on the roof.
That yep, that's a very kid thing to do. It seems. Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds like
so,
fun.
you know, yeah, it's yeah.
All right.
I'm kind of offended just by how dumb it is, but I'm also kind of like shocked that you think I would buy that. Like that's, it's just like I wasn't born yesterday. You fuck.
You telling me that's not what happened?
Yeah. And I don't know. And it's like, yeah, I bet you don't.
I mean, to be fair, I've done some things that look like it was done purposely, but it was like completely by accident. So I can see where it could be false, but at the same time, getting your shoe on a roof it's a bit harder to, like, you kind of have to try to do that.
I mean, it's been like a week of this. Like, I put up a toilet paper holder in her bathroom, and I put it together, and then like a week goes by, and I notice it's crooked, and I'm like, well, that's fucking weird. So then, like 2 months later, I'm like, all right, I'll fix it. I'll do whatever. I'll just tighten that little Allen bolt on the bottom. And she goes, I go, how'd this happen? Because I had no problem fixing it, none.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, oh, well, it happened after you were done. And I was like, I didn't put that like that. Like, I would not do that. Like, that ain't who I am. I don't do a half-assed job. And she just sat there, and I go, what really happened? She didn't say anything. So I take it apart, and there's evidence that it looks like she hit it and like pushed it in, and then it broke. And so I go and I ask her, and she goes, nope, you did that. It's been like that the whole time. When you were done, it's been like that. I was like, all right, whatever. Like, I fixed it, and I was just, get away from me. Like, I have nothing nice to say right now.
Seems like you've got two options. You can either train your child to lie better, or you could train them to tell the truth, you know?
Yeah, so far, telling them to tell the truth is not working. So maybe I just create a monster. Oh,
just wait. I bet when she becomes older, you know the shower rack where you put your towel?
Yeah.
Towel rack? Wow, I can't.
Shower rack.
Yeah, well, you know, it's just one of those days for me.
Is that not where you put your towel? In the shower with you?
You don't put your towel in the shower? Come on, man. I like to have it at least one side's wet so I can use it as my sponge. Yeah. I have a habit of breaking those, and I don't know if it's my fault or not, but every time I like were to take a towel off one, like,
do you just rip it off?
I usually just like pull it like horizontally off. Like, so
that's why
the side hanging on the back will just like come off, but I guess that's not how you're supposed to do it. I don't know, but
yeah, it's only like tiny screws holding that thing at best, and you're come here.
I know it is tiny screws holding it together when I've quickly tried to be like, oh crap, how do I put this back together?
What was that sound? Nothing. I fell.
Nothing. I fell. I'm going to be all right. The towel rack, however, shower rack, however, will not be okay. Yeah, I mean, did she get the shoe?
I have gotten confirmation the shoe has been got, but it also turns out she just left our neighbor's place a fucking wreck with like trash wrappers and smashed up candy. What? Yeah. So after this, I'm going to be having a nice conversation.
Seems like things are going wild over at the shoe house over there, huh?
Oh yeah. I'm starting to see people have forgotten how to act, so it's time to remind them how to fucking act.
If you add a couple alligators, you just have your little part of Florida with you, right?
Yeah. I live with Florida girl.
Oh man. So it's coming up this week. I'm gonna ask you, what are your Halloween plans?
I gotta go trick or treating with the little one. because Halloween's on a Sunday. And so I'll do like the stereotypical American dad thing, be like, it's football. I ain't doing shit. Well, that's not true anymore. Now I got to go trick-or-treating, which I don't mind. I guess it sounds really shitty when I say it like that. I don't mind, but I'm just like, fuck the calendar people for making it fall on a Sunday, you asshats.
Yeah.
What about you?
I was going to say, if only you lived in Utah, because Mormon people, no offense to any of you guys out there, but
no haunted houses.
Well, we have a ton of those, actually. They're just all terrible. The thing about...
Real quick. Do they put on these things called hell houses?
In Utah?
Yeah. Like, usually it's ran by a church.
Let me look it up really fast.
I mean, because,
to see if we have any.
All the small towns I grew up in, they always had, they didn't have any haunted houses. They had hell houses. And it was always ran by a church, and you'd go to the church, and it was like a quote-unquote haunted house of all the deadly sins. And there was one of them that I vividly remember. They were like, oh, don't meet people from Facebook online. You know, pretty common sense stuff. And the shtick was that the person would go, like the lady would meet the guy, and then the guy just raped her, like right off the bat. And like I was like, Jesus Christ. Like, it's not like you just like, hey, this is sex ed. This is genital herpes. Don't fuck, all right? That's disgusting. Like, maybe ease into it. You don't just ice bath them straight with it.
Oh, I mean, I see Hell House to include sin scene of date rape from October 18th, 1997, but I don't think Utah has any Hell Houses.
Point for the Mormons in my book, then.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen one. I've lived here pretty much my whole life, so yeah, good for them. But since Halloween is on a Sunday, a lot of trick-or-treating will happen on Saturday. And then, like, all the non-Mormon people will have their trick-or-treating on Sunday. So all the kids are super happy that they get, like, two piles of candy. They just have to go to a different neighborhood. So
I'd go to the same one. I'd be that kid. Just brazen as fuck about it.
You can always see if you have that little neighborhood of just a bunch of Mormon people who don't celebrate it on Sundays. See if you can get some candy on Saturdays. But yeah, I mean, have fun trick-or-treating. I hope it's not too cold. I'm too old to go trick-or-treating now, and I'm sad. Although I don't like candy, so.
I mean, I don't know about Utah, but it's always like a pretty well-known thing that if you whatever day Halloween's on, it's gonna be raining or snowing in Colorado, like every time.
Oh yeah, ours is always it's always like clear skies, but it will be the first day in winter or in fall, whatever it is. I don't know, seasons that will be below freezing at night. So. I can't wait to see what happens, you know?
Did you get like a day of just rain like 2 days ago?
Yeah, it was fun. And then,
oh my God. I loved it. I went full like stereotypical white girl. I let my pussy stink and I had Starbucks.
I'll agree with the first part. I don't know about the Starbucks, so, you know, we have beans and brew here. Nah, was it super windy for you as well?
No.
No? Oh,
it's like we were pissed on for like 24 hours. It was a shitload of rain.
We had a bunch of rain on Sunday, and then Saturday it was light, or Monday it was light rain, but it was like 60 miles per hour winds all day, so that was great. What the hell is this thing?
I said I felt like a basic white girl, and I thought you should see this.
Okay, I will play this really fast, and then I will link it in our video stuff. Yeah. Holy shit, that is loud as hell.
Yeah, sorry, I should have warned you about that.
So I don't understand what they're saying at all, and I don't know what's going on. I see bikes.
It's in Spain. It's a bike race. They're coming down a long hill. Yeah, I take it. You got to the part I wanted you to see.
You mean the last second of the video?
Yeah, also the last seconds of this woman's life.
Oh,
that
man.
Woman. This is the classic reminder of look both ways before you cross a street, especially if you're crossing the finish line of a bike race after like what appears to be like a half a mile downhill course. Why
try to cross it when it's already at the end, you know? Like, just pick a side.
I don't know.
You guys
This
will
woman.
have to see this. I will definitely link it in our YouTube one. I still, for some reason, cannot get Spotify to accept the links that I put into the description. I don't know what's going on.
Someone.
Dude, I've seen some other podcasts on there that have like super long lists of like links and links and links to like different people's Twitters, Instagrams, whatnot going on there. But I can't get one single link to a YouTube video of like whatever the hell is this going on, or even a Twitter post or something. It just doesn't stick to it. Although I did learn something, because where we post our original files for the podcast and then it uploads to all the other areas, we are apparently also on Google Podcasts. So that's another one to stick it to to Apple that we're still not on you for some reason. I don't know. We'll figure it out one day. But yeah, if you have Google Podcasts, I guess you can listen to it there. Shout out to my aunt for letting me know that. Awesome.
Thank you, Auntie.
Going off of Spain, I'm going to get into a little gaming segment here, just to talk about some of the stuff that's going on. First of all, what have you been doing in the gaming world, and how's it been going?
Kaylin has reintroduced me to my heroin addiction. That is War Thunder, so I've been back on that. No one plays New World. Like, no one fucking plays it. Like, none of our group, like, obviously people play it, but, like, no one in our group plays it anymore, so, like, me and JD are waiting for everyone to get to level 40, because I think at this point me and him are high enough level that we could carry the dungeon. But no one plays it. No one fucking plays it, because they all got their own shit going on. So it's just like, all right, I guess we're done with that.
I still try to play it. I do like the dailies and stuff, but like other than that, I haven't really had time. I reached level 45 in that game, so I can get another bag soon. Yeah.
That's one person. Now we just need Maestro or Spoon.
Just so
it's just like
dungeons.
I know it seems like I'm mad at people for not playing a game, but I'm not. It's just like I don't have anything else to do. So like I went back to War Thunder.
Here's the thing with New World, right? It's an MMO. It's a massive multiplayer online game. It's supposed to be meant to play with other people. When those people don't show up, it can kind of get a little annoying when you play, especially in New World, where they have a little title you can put that says only solo or whatever, plays solo only, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
But the way that they made this game, it's pretty much impossible to play only solo. If you were to skip just the entire main story and just focused on like the skills only, sure, you could do it solo only, but then you're missing out on all of the events, all of the good like items and stuff you get. So I can see where it's kind of frustrating, and I mean, I think it's okay to get mad at people for not playing video games.
No, I'm not mad at them. Like, I genuinely am not. It's just I want to keep playing, but I don't know about JD. I'm out of missions. Like at this point, it's literally just do dungeons. Like I'm stuck. I guess the anger comes from Amazon, because Amazon wraps these dungeons into the main storyline. So I don't even know. I can't do that either, because I have to do a dungeon to do it.
Yeah. I can understand that pain. I'm trying to quickly run through all of the side missions just so I can get like the dungeon missions, and then I can get them done with you guys. But it's the way that they do their quests. It's like it's chain quests from like the same person. Just for you people. So you do one quest, and they send you off into the other part of the world. And you come back finally, you turn it in, and they have another quest for you that takes you to the other part of the world. And so it's constantly just running back and forth, and it's just, after a while, it just gets super, super boring for me to just constantly try to get this person's quests done. And it's not even like, there's not even really a story to the quests either. Even if like you read through all of like the what is it, the fucking words they say. It's none of it makes sense to me at all. But so I'm gonna ask you this real fast. Just changing gears. Are you planning to try out Far Cry 6?
No.
Awesome. That's good. And I'll tell you why. First off, I have an article, and then I'll get to my own personal opinions of the game. Speaking of people not getting angry for you guys not playing their games, Ubisoft pestering Far Cry 6 players for not playing enough. That's the title of this article. And pretty much, if you bought Far Cry 6, they send you out an email. Most of the time, it will go to your spam. So if you bought the game, you don't really have to worry about it. But it really says, surely you can do better than this. And then it shows you the stats of your gameplay. So it'll show you the total hours played, your total kills, the amount of unique weapons you've collected, and then like one of your random highest stats. So it could be like stealth kills, it could be like miles like ran or whatever. It just comes up in there, and it just says like, listen, play this fucking game. And this isn't the first time they've done this either. They've done this with their Assassin's Creed games. I bet if you go back when you're playing Valhalla, you'll see an email from them like showing you your stats and saying like you could do better than this. I just think it's funny that Ubisoft, already has so much hate, and then they decided to send out this email pestering people to play their game more.
What if, now here's a crazy idea, you make a game that isn't a cookie cutter from the other 7 Far Cries you've made? It's been the same since Far Cry 3 as far as I'm concerned.
Now, that is true. And I could say that because I bought this game, and I'm not going to lie, I've been having a blast in it. It's been a lot of fun, but the new stuff that they added into the game, it feels stupid. The perk system completely gone. They got rid of all the perks that you could get in like Far Cry 3 and stuff. Those have been out since like Far Cry 5 or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And then the weapons, they're cool, but the modding system sucks. So in Far Cry 6, I'm not going to try to spoil this story because I haven't paid attention to it either, so I don't know what's going on. You have different enemy types, which is like you have enemies that are armored, some that are not, some that like, melee only, whatever. You now have to mod your weapon for that specific type of enemy. So you change out your bullet types for like soft targets, or you could have it for armored targets. You could have it for fire for the people who shoot chemicals at you, or explosive for what is it? Vehicles. That's it. Those are the 4, and it's super simple. You can mod your weapons to it. You have 4 weapon slots. So easy to pick it up and change it to that. It's so dumb. It is so dumb. You try to shoot anybody that's wearing armor with just a normal gun, literally doesn't do damage to them. You shoot a person with explosive rounds, you'd expect them to die practically instantly. Yeah, no, like it barely hurts them either. Like the only saving grace for the weapon modding is that if you hit a headshot with these with these types, there's a chance it'll break the armor and do headshot damage, but that's it. That's all it does. So other than that, it's a great game. Armor and stuff, you can literally run faster than a helicopter in that game. So I'll give it a sideways thumbs of maybe you should wait. However, the season pass is the only thing I'm excited for this game, is because you get to play back, going back all the way to Far Cry 3. You get to play as Voss, one of the main villains of that game. And that's the only thing that I'm excited for, is to play that. And I will spend literally $30 more on this game just so I can play as him. Thanks, Ubisoft.
I just have no interest. From what I was afraid of for that game, from what I understand from what Kalen has told me, that's true. So I was just like, yeah, I don't want to hear it. Like, I just want to escape from everything, so I just don't even want to pay attention to it.
It is very weird. Like, you can listen to some of the NPCs talk, and it's very real. It sounds like people just having a normal conversation, but like the topics are very close to home right now as to where we are in the world, and it's kind of scary. But
who wants that in a game?
Nobody
wants that.
Nobody wants that in a game. Like, it's cool. You are relevant right now to the social dynamic of the world. Sure, that's cool, I guess. But we're trying to play this game so we don't have to worry about the current world issues going on. And the game is beautiful. You can literally, after the tutorial island, you can literally just take a boat and go to Florida and end the game that way. So, if you wanted to pay, what, I think it's like $63 for the game plus tax on Epic Games right now. You could pay that and play for about 3 hours and finish the game. So, there you go. You can do that too. They always add in an option to beat the game in the first like 5 hours. So, I don't know.
The only headline I really like from Far Cry 6 is that they interviewed people who lived in Cuba during Fidel's reign, and they were like, they seemed really happy, and it was just like, yeah, I'm sure that's totally true. I'm sure that's not why people were literally swimming on doors to get the fuck out of there. I'm sure that's totally why. I was like, you guys, that dude was terrible, awful, and everyone, yeah, they loved him, and it's like, okay.
Playing through it right now, it's like you join like the guerrilla fighters and the Libertad or whatever they call themselves. I don't speak the language of what they're. I have my game set to English and they still speak. I don't know.
Spanish.
Is it Spanish?
Yeah,
I honestly don't know. Yeah, it shows how much I pay attention to the world. And they still speak Spanish there for like 90% of the sentences. And sure, it makes sense. But if you have your game set to English, it's like, should be like anime, all right? It's set to dubbed, not subbed, okay?
This country speaks English. You fucking speak English. You hear me?
Even in the subtitles, they will put in the Spanish word, and then in parentheses, they'll put in like what it says in English. Like, it's cool. It's cool and all, but whatever. One of the main things that like really saves the game for me is the companions you can have in the game, or as the game calls it, the amigos you can have. Yes, I'm putting a picture right now of the wiener dog. It is the cutest thing ever to see in cutscenes of this dog. I'm not gonna lie, it is one of the best things about it. And then the other one right above it, it's a little white out. I'll put this image there too. It's an alligator you could have as your companion named Guapo. Oh,
do you know what guapo means?
Nope, don't care.
Handsome.
Okay, well, then in the subtitles they literally called him Guapo, my handsome boy. So handsome, my handsome boy is what they said.
I have yet to see a handsome alligator, but that's just me.
Dude, this thing, honestly, both of the companions that I have right now in this game, super cute, and I love them both. One of the only things that saves this game right now is that. So, I mean,
I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad.
I mean, it was either I wanted to get Far Cry 6 anyway because I'm a collector. I've collected all of the Elder Scrolls, all the Fallouts, and all of the Far Cries, and I have a sickness for it for some reason. I don't know, but I just wanted to get it just to try it out too.
I think I would have tolerated this a lot better if, for once, because I love the Far Cry games. I even played that shitty New World one. I would like it a lot better, and I would be perfectly fine with dealing with whatever they put in there if the fucking game changed at all, and it doesn't seem like it has. So like,
it does not.
That's the cherry on top. It's just like, look, I love Far Cry games, but you have to mix it up. Like, for fuck's sakes, even Mario games mix it up, dude. What are you doing?
Since Far Cry 3, it is literally the same game. Like, have you ever played Far Cry 2?
No, but I've heard it is a drastically different game from 2 to 3.
Oh, it is crazy different. Like, you still have hints of, like, the coming up Far Cry 3 in that game, right? But the feel of that game is just... There's so much more pressure in that game, if you like, on you, like, to actually play the story in that game. There's just so much pressure on you, because, like, it's actually kind of dire in that game, where it's like, if you don't play the story, your character can possibly die from malaria. So
gotta get them pills.
It puts that pressure on you in a good way, rather than in like Far Cry 5, where it's like they put pressure on you. It's fake pressure because you're just forced to do this. So Luckily, in Far Cry 6, they did get rid of that function where it's like they forced you into playing the story at certain
Like
points.
5 did?
Yeah, where in 5, they literally kidnapped you while you were doing side quests and threw you into the main story if you got like enough reputation in that area. It was so stupid. Far Cry 5, by far, the worst Far Cry game.
It had the coolest weapon, though, right? Like, I think we can all agree. Like, the shovel launcher.
Oh, I was just going with the plain old shovel, but yeah, the shovel launcher, too, is great.
The shovel, yes. Okay, fine. It has the 2 best weapons that game has introduced ever.
Yeah.
Like, in any game. The shovel launcher was awesome. I streamed it forever ago. I think I literally spent 2 hours hunting birds with a shovel launcher. I got one. I killed one.
I think that's another thing that 6 is missing. I don't think they have a shovel launcher.
They just need a Mimi weapon. Like, I feel like that would also help take away from like what they're like. A nice escape is a shovel launcher. I don't know.
They do have a couple Mimi weapons in the game that you can. They're not like premium paid, but there's like another resource in the game for like doing side missions that you get to buy these weapons, and they're a lot of fun. Like they're like flamethrowers in there that like are more like I don't know if you ever played Team Fortress 2, but it's kind of like the pyro in that game, just shooting out rainbows pretty much. So they have some Mimi weapons in there, but they're not to the extent of the shovel launcher. So it's an interesting balance in that game.
Do you mind if I change the topic?
Go ahead.
So here's something for you. I think you have a reason to like spiders now. I mean, at least you can relate to them.
So I changed my mind. I don't think you should change the topic. So back to Far Cry. Go
ahead. No. Just real, apparently, spiders can have arachnophobia as well.
Oh. Yeah, no, that doesn't help. It just shows that even they're afraid of themselves. I mean,
so maybe you could like talk spiders into fucking like committing suicide or something.
I just hang them by their own web.
Just show them a mirror and they just fucking go flying out the window.
They pull out a mini gun, shoot themselves. Not a mini gun, but like a tiny gun.
I'll have to find the video, but there is a video of someone trying to kill like a wolf spider with the bug assault weapon. You know what I'm talking about?
The one that shoots salt?
Yeah, does not kill that thing. Just pisses it off, and it starts chasing the dude trying to shoot it.
No.
I know you don't like spiders, but it's pretty funny. It's just like it was just like, in what world does that thing kill that spider? Like, you know how big those things are, and they're like, yeah, this thing will handle it. Like, let me introduce you to a boot. Jesus Christ.
The bug assault weapon only works on one thing, and that's worms and snails. Okay, 2 things. I made a mistake.
It works on flies.
Does it?
Yeah. I want one so desperately. Like, I will purposely leave my doors and windows open just to get flies to come in so I could just have at it with that.
Litter the floor with salt.
Yeah, I also need a new vacuum cleaner. But no, Official Duck Studios, they have a segment where they just buy everything they see for like a week on whatever social media they're on, like the stupid ads you'll see.
Yeah.
And one of them was the bug assault. Bug assaults cannot kill moths. If anything, it's a very torturous method of killing moths.
Oh, man.
So, yeah.
All right. I think
At
it's
least they're
time.
not killing beagles. All right.
Listen, it's not my fault, okay? They automatically attack you in that game. There's nothing I could do. Just have to kill the dogs. So before we get into my next topic, I'm going to ask you this, and that is, what is your Earth ambassador to Mars, or Jupiter, or Pluto, or whatever you're going to send them? Pretty much space, just off Earth.
I think it has to be Alec Baldwin.
Wow, you're going with him?
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. Once again, I do not care what side of the political side you're on. Genuinely, could not give a fuck.
Neither do I.
But here's the thing. If you make a living screaming that guns are bad and they kill people, and then you kill someone with a gun, congratulations, you're a hypocrite. Go on up there to Mars. You get your ass out of here. Have you been reading that story?
I have. Actually, mine involves that story, so very interesting, very topical right now.
The dude's a dipshit. Like, I don't like, other than like blatant toy guns, I don't understand why you would point something at someone. Like, that makes no fucking sense to me. I've gone hunting. I have gone on fucking. I don't see the world where you hold a real gun at someone. I don't. Like, just, other than obviously like self-defense and shit. I don't get on a movie set why A, they need live guns. I genuinely don't. B, they need to use live rounds. Apparently that's another thing they do in Hollywood. They use actual bullets in some scenes. And I'm like, why? And why?
They really want to get that realistic look. But to kind of date it, just in case the date was enough, this is when Alec Baldwin shot 2 people on the scene of Rust, I think is what the movie they were filming. Pretty much, it was supposed to be a prop gun. Prop guns are still real guns, but they have blanks in them. The safety instructor there did not check that gun for some reason, and they had live rounds in them for other shots and stuff. He ended up shooting the director and cinematographer.
Yeah.
And the cinematographer died.
No. Director died. Cinematographer lived.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Because the director was a woman.
I thought it was the cinematographer that was the woman. I don't know. Maybe my article.
From what I saw, because they're also like, oh, this is a men thing. And it's just like, no, this is just a dipshit thing. Yeah. Like, can confirm, I have never done this. So it's not a man thing.
Well, I don't know. Well, one of the 2 died. It was the woman who died, whatever one was whatever role they played. But just, what the fuck? So you're going with Alec Baldwin, right?
Yeah, dude's a dipshit. Get out of here.
I'm going with Candace Owens, who commented on this. Did you see her comment or her tweet about this?
Yeah, go ahead, though. This is yours.
Quoted right here. We have the tweet, even though she deleted it. We have the tweet, everybody. Alec Baldwin spent 4 years dedicated to painting Donald Trump and his supporters as evil murderers. What has happened to Alec would be an example of poetic justice if it weren't for the actual innocent people that were murdered by him. Pray for their families. So sad.
What if we just don't pray and educate people? How about that?
I think educating people on guns and just, the world in general, would be a nice thing. Teach people social interactions correctly, maybe.
Don't point fucking guns at people. That is like rule number 1.
Yeah, that
is the number 1 thing. They don't fucking point that thing other than where you're going to shoot it.
When you go into a gun shop, they tell you this too. Like, this is knowledge everybody should know all the time. In video games too. In what is it? Call of Duty. I think it's in some I can't remember. There's other games like it. When you point your gun at somebody who isn't an enemy, your gun is instantly lowered. They know to lower their gun. This should be an easy signal for people to be like, hey, maybe I should be pointing my gun at everybody I see.
There's so many stupid people on both sides of the spectrum, and it's honestly amazing. It honestly is. It sucks that people got hurt and died, but dude, how do you the minimal amount of research into guns will get you this. Like, it'll be like, all right, just don't point this at someone. I would figure common sense would do it. Apparently not. 5 seconds anywhere near a gun, and it's just like, do not point this anywhere that you do not intend to shoot.
Yeah.
What a moron.
I've heard stories of people who were just cleaning guns, literally slide off and everything, and they shot themselves.
Yeah.
My dad was cleaning a gun once downstairs in his office, and it went off. It happens, and guess what? Nobody got hurt because he knows not to point the gun at anybody, not even himself.
So fucking stupid. I've never understood this. This is almost as bad as people looking down the barrel when it's jammed. It's almost as bad as that.
Yeah, you if you don't know how to work a gun, just don't buy one. If you don't know the rules, even the unwritten rules of having a gun, don't get one. Just stay away from firearms. Don't even get a bow and arrow. Honestly, don't get a bow and arrow. Don't go to Sweden with a bow and arrow.
Fuck. I mean, here's the thing. Like the last thing that I'll say about it, when actors decide that they want to like do their own stunts, they go through years of training, right?
Yeah.
This motherfucker couldn't even be bothered to read a gun safety book for 30 seconds. Like, Jesus Christ.
Man yells about
dipshit.
guns, but doesn't learn anything about them.
Yeah, you would figure if, like, you're protesting something, you would take the time to educate yourself fully. No, apparently that is not the ordeal, and this guy is, unfortunately, I don't even know.
It's dumb.
The more the story goes on, it's just like, these people are fucking morons. Like, who left them? I'd feel more safe with a toddler with a revolver than these guys. Because I know I said it was the last thing. They checked the gun and then put it down. They all went to lunch. They came back and shot a couple scenes, and then he shot someone. Like, they just left it out. They left a loaded handgun out in the middle of a room. Or a loaded hand revolver. Yep. They just left a loaded revolver out for like hours. And it was just like, you guys are morons. Like, actual fucking morons. I'm surprised that only one person died, if I'm being 100% honest.
Yeah. Here's the thing. If, for some random reason, one of you guys that is listening right now gets into, like, show business or anything like that, and you're handed a prop gun from the safety instructor, it doesn't matter what they say of, like, this is good, this is all clear. You check it yourself, too. Like, that should be common knowledge too. I don't know if that's just me, but if I'm ever handed a loaded gun for a scene or something, if I ever were to go into show business, I don't have the face for it, but I would always check it. Like,
did you? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, even if it was like a revolver or something, like, you still check it. Like, I don't understand what's going on.
This memory just popped into my brain. Did you watch like cartoons back in like 2000 to like 2004, somewhere in there, like Cartoon Network?
Yeah.
Or Nickelodeon? They had a commercial that was like telling kids like, "Hey, don't fuck with guns. Don't fuck with them." And even my dumb little kid ass was just like, "Yeah, who the fuck does that?" Fast forward to like 20 years later, we found him. We found the dipshit that is responsible for those commercials. We found him.
Looney Tunes too, like the freaking they always check their guns and stuff and end up shooting themselves in the face when they're like, if it's jammed or something, they will check it and end up blowing their face off. Like in a cartoonish way, obviously. Oh yeah, cool. That's a cartoon, buddy. Yeah, go try getting flattened by an anvil too. See how that works.
Hold a stick of dynamite. Do it.
Yeah, see what happens when you try to blow up some TNT with one of those plungers, all right?
Sit still. Just hold this. I'm going to go run over here.
Climb up a tree onto a branch and cut it off. See what side falls first.
Once again, no shortage of just fucking morons. So,
yeah.
Shout out.
Speaking of guns, No Time to Die, 007.
Oh.
It was good.
It was... Yeah, I was talking to Kaylin, and I can't remember if I told you this. If I'm being 100% honest, it's a good James Bond film, because there are terrible James Bond films out there. This is this is my least favorite Daniel Craig one, if I'm being honest.
Yeah?
Yeah. This one I feel is awful when you compare it to the other two. But better than most other Bond films, but it is the worst one he's done.
For me, I don't like Skyfall more. Like, I think Skyfall is lower on the list than No Time to Die.
See, I hear you, but here's the thing. Skyfall, they show you the bad guy the entire movie. You know who it is. The guy who is the bad dude in this one disappears for 2/3 of the movie and then pops back up again.
He's definitely gone for a lot of it for some reason. And every time... I don't know if this is just me. Every time I looked at the bad guy, to me, he just looked like Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco. I don't know if you know who that is. But to me, like, he had pretty much the same haircut as him the whole time. So when I was looking at him, he was like a mix between Brendan Urie and Bruno Mars, and that's all I could see. I couldn't see the bad guy at all. He always just looked like some super famous world star.
He did such a great job on Bohemian Rhapsody playing Freddie Mercury. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, Freddie Mercury wants to kill everyone. This doesn't seem very Freddie Mercury like. So I don't know, but yeah, he fucks off for like 2/3 of the movie. He's there, kinda in the beginning, and then he's gone for like the next hour, and then he shows back up again with like 30 minutes left.
I won't lie. For like a majority of that movie, I thought that kid in the beginning. Spoilers. We're gonna just.
You should hop
It's been a while. It was a while when we've been talking about this, but it's spoilers for you guys. I won't lie. In the beginning of that movie, when I saw that kid, I thought it was Bond's daughter.
Yeah, I knew right away. I was just like, yeah, okay.
This is interesting, and then it cuts forward.
Hidden at all. It was terrible.
Oh no! I meant like his love interest in this movie. I thought that was his kid because there's a huge age gap there.
To be fair, Bond does slay puss.
He does, and I won't lie. That girl in that fight in was that Cuba too, where they were?
Yeah.
She was.
Good lord.
Oh man. Honestly, there's been a lot of speculation online. I was like, she's gonna be the next James Bond, and I was like, that'd be cool. I just want to see more of whatever she does, but I don't think she'd make a good James Bond, to be honest.
Let's be real. Just make Idris Elba the next James Bond. Like, give it to him. Please, God. Black Superman.
I hate online right now. Honestly, I don't. All of you guys suck right now. I'm not going to lie. But why does everybody want a female James Bond?
I don't know. Who wants that? Even Daniel Craig came out. He's just like, look, I don't care who it is as long as it's not a woman. And it was like, I don't think it should be there.
Everyone's mad at him for saying that, but then you also have to look back at his 5 movies as James Bond and realize, like, the Bond women in these movies aren't exactly, like, the misogynistic way that Bond females have been portrayed in the past, exactly, right? Like, he's done a better job at portraying the women in his movies, and he even knows that none of them should be James Bond.
It just doesn't make sense. Like, I'm sorry. Like, here's the thing. I don't know what trailers they have. They had one. They had what the fuck was it? I can't remember the name, but it was like women from like 7 different countries coming together to like take down something.
Mm-hmm.
It looks ass. Like, it looks very bad. It's the dude who did the Bourne series, and it's just like, yeah, this one. There wasn't a whole lot of thought put into this. We just wanted like woman on screen, not anything good, just woman.
Was this?
And it was it. Go ahead. To find it.
Was this a trailer, or was this movie already out?
It was a trailer.
Okay, I was gonna say I've seen this trailer.
Yeah, it's. I mean, maybe it's just the trailer looking like ass, but I have no intention on seeing this movie. Like, none. Like, I mean, and I love spy movies.
I don't want to be rude either, but they didn't exactly pick attractive women, in my opinion.
I don't even care if they're attractive or not. Like,
they all look like they should be retired spy people, if anything.
Just write the fucking movie good. That's all I ask. Like, Batwoman, fuck it, I'll give it a shot. Wasn't written good. I'm out. They are even bringing Brendan Fraser in. I don't fucking care. Like, I don't. You have ruined it.
It's not going to be a good movie.
Speaking of which, he already plays a character in the DC world. How does that work? We gonna use the multiverse excuse?
I don't. They're gonna do something. You know, there's been a big thing of like people have been like pick a side to all the actors of like DC and Marvel and shit like that. Why can't they play both? I mean, in their contract, it never specifically says that they can't play DC universe characters. Especially if their contract ends, like Willem Dafoe's ended a long time ago, and he played whoever the guy in Aquaman and then Green Goblin, right? We had this discussion. I think I flip-flopped.
I feel like if you like either A, explain it, or B, joke about it, like, oh, I've seen you somewhere, like, then yeah, I'm all bored with it. But like, no explanation. I'm kind of out on it. It's just like, all right, this is a blaring hole, and I can't unsee it. Thank you.
Yeah. But we were talking about James Bond.
Yeah, James Bond. It is good. It is a very good Bond movie, but for me, I don't think it's my favorite one from Daniel Craig.
I honestly think that I don't even think I saw Spectre. I'm not gonna lie. But I think that should have been his last one because
Yeah.
He was looking kind of old in this one. 6 years later, those 6 years weren't very good to him. He still looks good,
he's
but
been
like
slaying puss too. Leave him alone.
yeah, he still looks good, but he doesn't look very James Bond anymore. I don't know.
If you spend the rest of your days fucking, and you look like that, fuck it, sign me up.
Spending all his cells, bringing out new spawns, new James Bonds, hopefully.
You gotta. Speaking of good movies, you gotta go see Venom. Goddammit, I'm shocked you saw James Bond before Venom. If I'm being honest.
To be fair, I didn't pay to go see James Bond. Someone else paid
you
for me.
bootlegged it.
Someone else paid for me. Shout out to my aunt again. You know, my mom and I loved that movie. If you listen to this, we gotta go see Venom. Take your child too. It's totally not rated R. Is it?
No.
Well,
we took Ava to go see it. As one parent to another, there wasn't like too many scenes. Like I think there was like one questionable scene, but other than that, like it was, you could take kids to that.
Yeah. All right. Clean my hands. I think it's time to pull out a map, place cunts and clits.
PG-13 Venom. There will be carnage, or let there be carnage.
Which I really want to go see. I won't lie. I do want to go see it. It's just I don't really want to pay a movie theater to go see it. I'm kind of waiting.
I'm not gonna lie. I almost didn't see it for the exact same reason. Like I've been spoiled of watching movies at home. Speaking of which, I think tomorrow I'm gonna watch Dune.
I've been thinking about watching it, but at the same time I'm like back and forth. It's like it looks good, but at the same time it doesn't look good. So
they've already queued up the next movie, so
I mean they did the same thing with the Tomorrow War on Amazon, and I don't think that was a very good movie.
I see that point. I'll check it out. It has Momoa and Batista in it. How does that go bad?
Bad writing can do a lot.
That's true. I was about to say, have you seen the Eternals? It's not looking good, folks.
It's not looking good at all.
There's titties galore, and we will see none. You won't even sniff cleavage, you fucking losers.
As a Marvel fan, I will still go see it, and I will give you the same review I probably gave Black Widow, which was, it's not very good.
Rumor has it this is worse than Black Widow and Captain Marvel. Like, from what everyone's saying so far, like, I don't usually believe critics, but so far on Marvel movies, they've been nailing them. Like I don't think critics have missed one yet, and they're not liking this one. They say this is just bad writing. It is an awful premise, and it sucks.
Listen, Marvel had their streak of having high praise movies for a while. I think it's time for their downfall just a little bit, and for DC to take over. All right, we just got
make
teasers.
Rated R movies, DC. Come on.
We just got teasers for Black Adam, the Flash movie, which I'm not excited for at all. The new Batman, which I'm kind of iffy on right now.
See, I was too, and then I saw that trailer, and it was like full mass, dude. I was like, yeah, get him, Twilight Man.
And then we also got Shazam 2 in the makes too coming out, and look, their lineup is looking way better than Marvel's right now. All right, listen, after the new Spider-Man comes out, that's probably going to be the end of them for a little bit. Okay, like
I wouldn't say that.
I said for a little bit. All right, listen, I don't know.
I wouldn't say it. I think there's one movie that I am looking forward to. That ooh, I won't spoil the movie though. I'll let you figure that out. You'll see the trailer eventually.
She-Hulk.
It's not Hulk. Yeah, any Hulk movie I'll give a shot, because just some big dumb dipshit running around breaking stuff, I'm in.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what it is. I didn't pay attention to the lineup this year, so
I don't blame you.
Okay.
Hold on. I think Marvel fucked themselves up. Because I think the budget for the movie The Eternals is $200 million. So they're not going to make money anyways. Like, they're fucked. They are fucked.
Honestly, I think with how much of a fan base they've built so far, they might break even. That's it.
You got to deal with Corona. Like, not only are you dealing with dying fans, you are now dealing with Corona. Like Captain Marvel, for example. Captain Marvel. Oh, that was the budget. I apologize. I don't know. $200 million?
Ugh.
Black Widow was 200 million too.
Yeah. Well, how much was Shang-Chi's?
Shang-Chi? S-H...
A-N-G dash C-H-I.
I got it. 150 million. And rumor has it that movie's not bad. That's the one movie I need to check up on. Yeah,
that was great. You guys
still don't know why China banned it. I don't. I don't know. But shout out to you guys. You guys blocked like the actual good movie. Nice work.
All right, here's the plan for next week, everybody. You can hold us to this. You watch Dune. I'll see Free Guy, and we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
I'm not. That movie took too long. They should have just released it, right?
Free Guy.
Like I understand Corona. You could have just dumped it out somewhere.
Free Guy. I mean, it's around Reynolds. Right? It's a
Reynolds.
Movie. It's a Reynolds. It's a Reynolds movie, so I'm expecting it to be.
Movie.
Yeah, I'm expecting it to be pretty good, but like it seems a little sloppy at the same time, like a Ready Player One kind of bad tone to it. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, speaking of which, 2 weeks ago you watched Van Wilder, which is like Ryan Reynolds' breakout movie. Yes. What did you think of it?
Not enough cock and balls. No.
Of Ryan Reynolds or Cal Penn or the Bulldog?
All right, here's my take on the too many boobs, not enough dicks. No. I thought it was good.
7 out of 10. There's a shitload of boobs in there. I didn't know there was that much boobs in that movie until I rewatched it. I was like, good lord.
I thought it was good. We saw that, and then was it Kung Fu Hustle as we attempted to watch, but then we got too angry at New World, so we didn't watch it at all.
I couldn't give a fuck less. As soon as JD put that on, and I was just like, oh, cool. And then we started doing something else. I was like, I fucking hate this. Like, I don't give a shit. Get it out of here.
Here's the thing. We were so busy in a dungeon in New World that we just had the movie playing in the background of, those old movies when you put it in, they'll play some music and they'll play like a few scenes from the movie on this, like where you could press play. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Played the same song over and over and over. It was driving me crazy while we were trying to, because we were so focused on the game. I didn't have time to just tab out and like exit the program or whatever. So I was just sitting there listening to the same thing over and over and over again as you were trying to do the dungeon, and it made me so angry.
Yeah, I mean, Van Wilder's funny, and
it's good. It was a good one.
Shout out to Tara Reid before she partied herself ugly.
Yeah.
Have you seen a recent picture of her lately?
Nope. I don't even know who that is, to be honest.
Tara Reid. What else was she in?
Was she like the main love interest?
Yeah, she was the blonde girl.
Big Lebowski? No, I haven't. This is a movie I need to see too. Oh, she's in Sharknado.
American Pie.
Never seen that.
You haven't seen American Pie?
Nah.
Oh my god.
I'm missing a lot of like classic stuff. She was in...
Dude, that was like, that movie made genres. Like, it made that genre.
I know that is a movie that I need to see. I just haven't.
You need to see the whole series, not the spin-offs, the whole series. Like, oof.
1 and 2?
1, 2, and then I think Wedding is technically the third.
Reunion.
I haven't seen Reunion yet. I heard that was actually pretty good.
Well, we'll figure it out. Also,
Real
there was
quick.
a Big Lebowski too.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. Real quick, you know how like there's that list of like actors and actresses that don't age, like Keanu and Jennifer Aniston?
Morgan Freeman.
It's not fair. He started old. Like you don't.
Yeah. No, I get it. It's a dumb list.
No. I got a legitimate contender here, and I'm shocked I haven't seen this. Queen Latifah. She has looked the fucking same since I could remember. Like that woman has not aged a bit. So shout out to Queen Latifah.
Taking a look.
She's looked identical.
She's in The Equalizer, which is where I last saw her. She was in a commercial for The Equalizer. Last time I saw her, 2003. Scary Movie 3.
She probably looks exactly the fucking same as she did back then.
Most likely. I don't know. There's a lot of things I need to see, and get to apparently. And
Queen Latifah makes bangers too. I need to give her TV show a shot.
I saw a little bit of The Equalizer. Like they showed like a preview scene of it or whatever. It looks interesting, but I don't have cable, so I'm not watching it.
I think it's one of those like rah woman things, but it's like actually like what you want, like good scenes, good writing. So I should give that a shot.
Yes.
Plus it's Queen Latifah. There's like a couple actors, like the dude who played, I can't remember his name and I feel so bad. The guy who played Freddie Mercury and the bad guy in Bond, I'll see anything he's in from here on out. Woody Harrelson, Queen Latifah, and fuck it, I'll throw Clint Eastwood on there too. That guy, whoa.
His name was I think it's Rami Malek.
That's right. Thank you.
Which I think that since his last name is Malek already, he just played Darth Malek. It's Star Wars.
Put him in everything. Put him in comedy movies. Put him in fucking everything. He is genuinely badass.
He's really good. It was just the writing that was a little lacking in Bond for his character. Everything else...
I thought the writing was good. I just, like I said, the decision to have him gone for like an hour and a half out of a 2-hour movie, 2.5-hour movie, like, that makes no sense to me.
I don't know.
It's almost as bad as like the original Suicide Squad, where like 30 minutes left, we're finally exploring other people's character lines. Like, there's just, I don't know.
It was strange, but it's still a good movie. I would definitely give it a shot. For No Time to Die. Suicide Squad 1, I wouldn't give that a shot. Just go watch the new one. The new one's good.
For real.
Coincidentally,
Idris Elba was in the new Suicide Squad. New Bond. Take the hint.
Just saying. I also didn't realize how many Bond movies there were. I gotta go watch them on Amazon. On Amazon Prime.
Do they still have them on there?
Yes, they do, except for some of the... they don't have Spectre and Skyfall. Yeah, that's it. But everything else they have for Prime Video.
Oh, because I thought it's like right around Christmas they'll throw all the Harry Potters and all the James Bond movies on there, and it's just like, oh, there goes 2 months. I don't.
Where'd the time go? I probably will start because I got to go back and watch Casino Royale because I remember that was good, but I got to remember how good. Yeah, which is apparently that's where like the main start of this movie takes. You know, it's a plot point. Like the main plot point is from Casino Royale, and I don't remember that movie at all.
They do make that callback a lot in every single one of his movies, and every time I have to go back and rewatch it because they really pound home that Spectre thing in Casino Royale and don't really explain it, and then it just goes on and on and on.
I remember seeing Casino Royale in the movie theaters. Right, I'm 22 years old now. I was 7 when Casino Royale came out, and that was the last time I saw it. I don't remember anything that happened. It's a little late to be making references to that movie.
I remember when he was in that chair and he was getting hit in the ball sack with that fucking rope thing.
That's the only part I remember, too.
A little to the
left. So we're an hour in, and we haven't got to clits and cunts. I think it's time.
All right, I'm with you. All right, this one's in the U.S. We'll stay with the homeland on this one. Pablo Escobar's hippo recognized as legal persons in the United States.
Wow. All right. You know what? We're going to throw in the wild card. We're going with Arizona.
Ohio.
A hippo in Ohio.
Yeah, so to speed you up, Pablo Escobar, mid-cocaine salesman days, he bought a zoo and then imported animals. One of those was the hippos. He died. No one took care of the hippos. They got out. So now there are hippos. They're an invasive species to Colombia. So Colombia's been like trying to kill them. They chemically castrated them so they can't reproduce. But they're still being dickbags, so they're trying to kill them. So lawyers are now coming to America, and then America's just like, hey, they're people. You can't kill them. Animals have rights to be free from cruelty and exploitation. And the failure of the U.S. courts to... Wait, what? That doesn't go with this storyline. Hold on. So, yeah, I mean, another good show to watch, Narcos. Yeah, that one. Go check that out on Netflix. That is worth Netflix alone.
I heard good stuff about it. Haven't seen it.
Have you seen Squid Game?
Nope, not yet. I gotta get Netflix to see that.
Oh man, that one pretty solid.
Yeah?
We watched it. That is fucking wild.
I saw a bunch of like the memes and like stuff for it, but I haven't seen it, so I don't understand any of the memes that are going on. All right.
Hold on. Okay. The court's order authorizing the hippos to exercise their legal right to obtain information in the United States is a critical milestone in the border animal status fight to recognize that animals have enforceable rights. So yeah, he's basically just trying to get him to go to America for these guys. But I guess people in Colombia die to these hippos because they'll go swimming, not thinking that in Colombia there's hippos in the river. No, they get bit in half and then they die.
Oh.
So yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Hippos.
Yeah, they don't fuck around.
Those are scary creatures.
I love them though.
Pretty cool.
All right. I got a funny story with this one after you guess it, because it does have to do with someone that we know. So it's a state. Man spends $150 eating every meal at Six Flags since 2014 to pay off student debt.
Oregon.
This is California.
I understand, but
long
the man
story
is from
short,
Oregon.
Is he from Oregon?
I don't know.
I was like, wait, I don't remember reading that. Hold on.
Oh, well, the second you said it involves someone that we know, I instantly said, oh, it's probably Maestro.
No, this is a greedy little hack. So yeah, he worked 5 minutes away from Six Flags, and he figured out that for $150 a year, you get 2 free meals at Six Flags. Now I know what you're thinking. Usually, like theme park food is like gross, like funnel cakes and pretzels and shit like that, like completely unhealthy stuff. I guess they started shoving restaurants in these fucking things, like full-blown restaurants. So this dude has been making out like gangbusters. So I brought this up to our friend JD. JD may or may not be looking into this. JD lives like 30 minutes away from one, and he is just like, I brought this up to him, and he took time to look into this. And I guess now Six Flags has like a month type of deal instead of like a season pass.
Mm-hmm. Because you never know when the pandemic's going to hit again.
Burps.
So I understand the month thing.
Yeah, so they it's like $5.99 a month is their new season pass. For an additional $4.99 on top of that, you can get the 2 free meals. So for $111 a year, you can get 2 free meals every day.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So, if you live next to a Six Flags and you think groceries are getting a little bit ridiculous, hit this son of a bitch up.
When was the last time you've been to like a theme park kind of thing, like Six Flags? A while, I'm guessing.
Yeah, like easy 10 plus years.
I was going to say, because for a while now, I know that they've been, like, when you said, like, they've been adding in restaurants and stuff, I was like, wait, they didn't always have restaurants in them?
No, it used to be just fucking gross-ass fucking deep-fried food.
Because I know
like just soaked.
Our little theme park in Utah, which we call Lagoon, because it is built next to a lagoon. So thoughtful, our Mormons making a theme park next to a smelly lake. They have like 3 or 4 restaurants in there and a Subway.
we the last one I went to is one in Colorado. It used to be in a hood, but they gentrified the shit out of it. Ironically, the same neighborhood that gentrified all the poor people out, they all have Black Lives Matter signs on their front door. So,
ooh, yes.
Yeah. But anyways, it was in the hood, but it was a pretty cool theme park, and we went there. Jesus Christ, when I was like 15, there was nothing but gang members everywhere, and I'm not kidding, dude. It was like a group of like 40 adult men all wearing the same color, and then like 10 feet away it'd be someone else of the exact same fucking size with a different color. They were everywhere. It was so funny to watch all of these gang members have to fucking hop on roller coasters and sit next to each other. I didn't see a fight though, so they figured it out.
No. See, that is where they have their fights, all right? Hey, you have a problem with me? You have a problem with my gang? That's it. You're coming to me. We're going to the carts. We're going to the bumper carts.
Settle this out on the court.
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Whoever wins the biggest prize at this game is the leader. All right.
So, yeah. Six Flags doing charitable work.
Maybe I'll go. Maybe if I ever move close to a Six Flags, I'll see if this still is a thing.
I mean, it still is. This guy's been doing it since 2014. The original dude. And it sounds like we got JD on it. So
we won't hear from him for a while. I was at Six Flags eating food and going on rides. If he gets the pass, that's an easy date place, right?
I mean, you would imagine, right? Like, you would be a fucking stud on Tinder.
Issue is...
Until everyone caught on to the ruse.
Yeah, issue is, the 2 free meals, you'd have to spend it on someone else if it was a date.
That's true. Maybe just, like, stock up on peanut butter and bread.
Just get a trial membership that has 1 free meal.
Actually, JD did bring this up because if you have it, it's a 50% ticket price for the person you bring with you.
Oh, there you go.
I was like, son of a bitch. And 9 out of 10 times they got to deal with like Coke or Pepsi to where if you bring a can of whatever it is, they give you like 50% off.
That's cool.
So, yeah. I mean, you could... Six Flags. God bless you.
Yeah.
California's already a dump, but you're feeding a man for next to nothing. All right. Another United States ones. Worker finds malfunctioning water well was full of snakes.
Texas.
Iowa.
They have water?
Why wouldn't the state have water? What the fuck? God damn.
You seen Arizona? Right. It's a desert.
They still have water.
Yeah, it's cactus juice.
I mean, I'm not bitching. Latimer-based Mort Water... Jesus Christ. Figure out your business name. I'm not reading that. Said that the worker pulled the pipe up from the malfunctioning well earlier this month and was greeted by 8 to 9 bull snakes slithering on the structure.
No.
The company said in a Facebook post the snakes had apparently slithered into the well through the top of the poorly sealed weld casing. The water company said the snakes were a surprising sight, but they were not the cause of the well's issue. The problem turned out to be a pump and a motor in need of repair.
Yeah, snakes weren't the issue at all.
Bull snakes are pretty badass. They eat rattlesnakes.
I don't like snakes in general, so I don't... Yeah.
You should like that. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a shit about humans, and they eat rattlesnakes. Speaking of rattlesnakes, you remember Wild Boys?
Yes.
You remember that animal expert they had on there, Manny Puig?
Yeah.
Rattlesnake took his finger.
Ah. I thought you were going to say took his life. Podcast.
Yeah, so he permanently has a shocker, except it's 2 fingers in the butt and 1 in the puss. He took his middle finger. So he's got like the slut extraordinaire shocker. That's how you know. Manny's been there. He's got a loose butt.
I'm surprised our own little snake expert hasn't gotten a finger taken off yet.
Oh, shout out Spoon. Love you, buddy. All right. Another United States one. Boaters rescue dog found swimming a mile off of coast.
You said U.S.?
Yes.
California.
Florida.
Wow.
I know. I figured with all of our terrible dog stories, it's time we have a good one, huh?
I was expecting this one to be in California just because of all the people there that have, there's so many dogs in California. There are way too many dogs.
I saw something in the water, and at first I was thinking, like, that kind of looks like a dog. They told the news anchor. A second later, I realized, in fact, it was a dog. Great quote, bud. Great quote.
If you should
probably stay away from microphones.
Instead of saying the headline, you should have just said that. I instantly would have said Florida.
He posted a video to TikTok showing one of her friends, blah, 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 jumping into the water and guiding the canine to the vessel where another friend lifted the dog aboard. The dog warmed up to us instantly. Oh, this might be fake. As soon as it got on the boat, it was shaking, but after 5 minutes, the dog calmed down and seemed quite happy to be on a stable boat rather than getting drowned by waves. The boaters were able to use the information from the dog's tags to contact its owners, who met them at an inlet about 15 miles away. The dog named Zuko had fallen overboard while no one was looking. How do you not know your dog goes missing? I'm calling bullshit. I think this story's fake.
See, I could see it being fake if it was from California. But from Florida, there's so much crazy shit that happens there. I could see this actually being a real thing. That's the only thing. Yeah. Generalizing the states here.
I'm calling bullshit. How do you not know? Like, if I took Gurr on a boat, I'd be watching her like no one's business. Like, it would be Ava and the dog. Like, that's it. Presley's a grown adult. She'll figure it out. But how do you not do that? I mean, maybe I just I love animals too much to where like I think of them as like a kid now. But how do you not know your dog's missing?
Yeah, see, how do people lose kids in malls?
Zuko's family thanked the boaters for rescuing the canine. They said they will be buying Zuko a reflective flotation vest for future boat outings. What if you just check to see if your fucking dog is there, you asshole?
Yeah, because we need something to. We need something so that we know if he fell out, not to prevent.
I knew the dog was missing as soon as I didn't see the bright shining lights at the back of the boat. Fuck that guy. All right.
If this is real, you should have just kept the dog.
I would have. As soon as I'd be like, "Oh, we didn't know he was missing." Yeah, this isn't him, and then just right away steal their dog.
Joke's on you. This is a prank show. This is our dog. These tags, we made them up. Looks like yours. We found your dog
dead in a sewer drain, and then just leave. All right.
Maybe don't say that.
Yeah, fuck them. What do they care? They don't fucking pay attention to him.
All right.
You might have seen this one, but I'll take my chances just because the story is completely stupid. Lost hiker ignored rescuer's call, assumed unknown numbers calling were spam.
Is it Indiana?
This is Colorado.
Okay.
Do they have mountains in Indiana?
I don't know. I remember reading the article. I don't remember the state, but I did comment on it.
Yeah, he's a dipshit. He is an actual dipshit. He's from Colorado. You
know this guy?
I wish I did. That way I could make fun of this stupid fuck. Are you really lost if you have cell phone service?
No, you are not. If you have cell phone service, you are not lost.
Yeah, if you have cell phone service, you can get on the internet. You can use GPS. And what phone doesn't have GPS?
Oh, yeah, you have Apple Maps. You might be in some trouble.
I mean, he was gone for 12 hours. I mean, so you're just, not only are you fucking really dumb, you are really dumb. He set out for a walk on Mount Elbert at 9 a.m. and hadn't returned to their, they don't even want to release the sex of this person. There is no I don't blame. They're smart enough to figure out that they should not fucking release any information on themselves. No name, obviously. He set out at 9 a.m. and didn't return by 8 p.m. A rescue team searched the area until 3 a.m. before calling off the search until 7 a.m. The team attempted to call the missing person's cell phone multiple times but didn't receive an answer. The agency received word at around 9:30 that the hiker had located their car and returned to the place where they had been staying. The hiker told officials they hadn't answered the phone calls because they assumed they were being called by telemarketers or scammers. What a fucking dipshit.
If you're lost, anybody who's calling you can be help. Anybody. Even if it is a telemarketer, you can.
I don't think they're going to help you. I think they'll laugh at you and hang up the phone.
Listen, man, I'm lost. I don't care. Listen, I'll tell you about my car warranty. Just get me out of here. That'll get them going,
I will give you all of my Bitcoin if you.
I will give you my Social Security if you get me out of here.
Search and Rescue has a quote. If you're overdue according to your itinerary and you start getting repeated calls from an unknown number, please answer. It may be the search and rescue team trying to confirm you're safe. Those are good human beings. Not only for going out looking for lost people, I would be burying this fucker Every time I got, like, someone came at me with a microphone, like, oh, you talking about the dipshit who doesn't know how to answer a fucking phone? What a fucking moron.
Here's my thing, too. If it's most likely the same number that was calling him, right?
I think it was just unknown number. Like, it didn't show the number.
Okay. If it came up with a number and it constantly came, it will tell you on your phone, hey, this person tried to call you this many times.
You would think they would have left a voice message too, right?
There's something.
What a fucking dipshit.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Please,
my voicemail was full.
Yeah, put this stupid fucker on a leash. Whoever it is, put him on a leash. Apparently they can't take care of themselves. Like there's a game warden show that me and Presley watch, and they deal with lost people, and like people will call in and they're like, hey, I don't know where I am, blah blah blah. And they're like, all right, well, we gotta get you off the phone. We're going up the trail. We're hiking up the trail to find you. And they'll call back, and they immediately answer because they're fucking lost. This dude's a dipshit.
He's an idiot.
Maybe hiking's not for you. Maybe it's too much of a mental task for you.
Oh, but there's some people out there who's like, well, the real issue with this story is that there's too many telemarketers. People out
it's
there.
India's fault. No. You're a moron.
There's more telemarketers in the U.S. than there are in India. Just letting you know that.
They're just worse.
Yeah.
I told you about the one time I pranked him, right? Like I made it. Like me and Presley were just sitting around, and before I got T-Mobile, like Sprint with all the data breaches, my number got out. I guess a lot. I guess my number's a slut. Mm-hmm. And they would call all the time, and so like I would just start fucking with them, and so I had Presley like next to the microphone just start clapping, and she like pretended to moan, and the guy goes, "Are you fucking your wife right now?" I go, "Yeah." Like, what do you want? He goes, "Can I join?" I go, "Yeah, but you're gonna have to ask my black friend over here." And he stopped and just hung up. I was like, what a dipshit. All right. David Resch, or not David Resch. Guinness record broken with 17-foot stack of chairs.
I'd say this is him.
This is not him.
Wow.
This is not David Resch. This is Jay Essen. There's too many consonants in your name. From, oh my God, England. Holy shit. I'm gonna send this to you, and that's actually not that hard. Yeah, he's a restaurant manager. He broke the previous record of 15.5 feet. How do you stack up like past 7 feet?
Is it like
to climb it?
I was just saying, do they climb it? Do they throw it up there? Is it like they just go up the stairs on a building and it's just out on the street? Like, what's going on?
The record attempt raised nearly $2,000 for charities that help the homeless. He says, "My aim is to set an example and inspire the younger generation to have some social responsibility," he said. It's important for those of us who have to help out the have-nots, particularly when there's a global pandemic.
Shut up, nerd. No, I'm sorry.
You're a fucking loser.
I mean, he's doing it for a good thing, so that's good. But
good man.
I don't know if you need to be yelling at people to have, incentive or something. I mean, that doesn't really help at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a great thing, but what kid is just like, I want to be like the chair stacker in England? Who wants? No one. Like, no one.
If anything, I want to become the man who built the rotating house. If anything.
That's true. Just because your wife is a nagging old bitch.
It's the only reason. Yeah, I want to be like him one day.
Here's your turnstile house, you slut. Like, just fucking. All right. David Resch or not David Resch? Man breaks record for sitting in ice.
Not him.
No, that's correct. It is a Lithuanian man. Doesn't even. Oh my God, there is his name. Valyuran Romanovsky. That was actually kind of easy. He sat up to his neck in ice
playing too much
for
Tarkov.
3 hours and 1 minute.
3 hours, 1 minute.
Yeah. He didn't die.
His whole what?
He was submerged up to his neck in ice.
No.
And he sat there for 3 hours and 1 minute. Yeah.
Gotta check him. Maybe he's like a frost giant or something.
Maybe he's like one of those toads or frogs that just like freeze themselves every winter and then just come back to life.
He was just hibernating the whole time.
The previous record was held by French endurance enthusiast Romain Vanderdorp. That can't be his name. I have to be saying that wrong. Vanderdorp. The previous record was 2 hours and 35 minutes in December 2020. There is a mission to break records, it seems, that we apparently missed. Like, David Resch has been carrying the United States.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Maybe we need to start getting on this.
Yeah, we got to find something stupid. And then, like, don't do it for any good cause other than to give even more notice to David Resch. Rush. It's not Resch. That's a different man. God damn it, I did it again. All right, another U.S. one. Man found with live grenade and clown mannequin inside a truck.
Wait, what? Clown mannequin
this
grenade
be
live.
That hard. This should be a layup.
Texas?
Oh, God, this has Florida Man written all over it. It's Florida.
To be fair, Texas and their guns and stuff. You know, you never know. I wouldn't be surprised if they had grenades everywhere, too, just laying around.
The footage released Monday by the Flagler County Sheriff's Office shows the moment a deputy stumbled upon the explosive find after Lewis Branson, 65, was pulled over in Bunnell for expired tags on his Dodge pickup. Oh, shoot, is this for real? A deputy asks her partners after discovering the grenade inside a sealed canister in the back of Branson's ride. Get out of the truck. It looked like a possible grenade. Branson told deputies he found the grenade 3 or 4 years ago while cleaning out a Vietnam veteran's home and decided to keep it.
So it's stolen.
He says he's cleaning out a veteran's home. I would imagine he passed on.
I don't know.
An explosive disposal team conducted an X-ray of the device, which was believed to be active based on its internal mechanisms. It was later safely detonated at a nearby facility. Dude, it is in a fucking toolbox filled with just shit. Actual, like, it is just a hodgepodge. We don't know why he was driving around with the clown.
The clown is still unknown, but the grenade, we have a story for now.
He went to jail. He had $7,000 bond.
When I first heard the article, I thought that the mannequin was holding the grenade, not that it was in like a case or whatever.
This is the toolbox where they found the hand grenade. It's a miracle this man didn't fucking die.
Oh my God.
There's so many things for a hand. Oh my God.
For just to get stuck Florida, on and get pulled, you know?
Like, let's say you hit a speed bump at like 25 instead of 15. This guy could have died. Jesus Christ, yeah.
Gee, all right.
That's the lady being demolished by a cyclist. This one comes from Presley. She only gave one. Where's this at?
Shout out to Presley.
Yeah. Extreme couponers were sent to prison in $13.8 million fraud scheme.
Extreme couponer?
Sorry, $31.8 million. Sorry, dyslexic kicked in. Yeah, they had fraudulent coupons.
I'm gonna throw another wild card out there, and this is New York.
Correct.
Yay.
Yeah. I didn't really have time to read this because she sent it in kind of late.
Oh, you're proofreading them now, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got tired of fucking laughing at like people who had like cancer and shit. Believe it or not, it's not good for the mental state.
The good old days. Laughing at kids with cancer.
What a fucking dipshit. Well, turns out he's dead now, so.
Oh, shit. They had cancer.
Kids had ass cancer. Fuck. In a press release last week, the agency being the FBI, said that the investigators found fake coupons in every crevice, quote unquote, of the house belonging to Lori Ann Talons and her husband, Pacifico Talons Jr. Shout out to being named after a beer. The falsified savings were worth more than $1 million. They also found designs for coupons more than 13,000 products on Lori Ann's computer. She trained herself in the different techniques she needed to manipulate barcodes to make these coupons work. Talons, who is considered the mastermind of the scheme, would create fake coupons with discounts near or even over an item's retail value. Oh, she... Sorry. She didn't use them herself. The FBI said she sold them to subscribers that found her on social media and communicated with them using an encrypted messaging app. Holy shit. Talons was paid more than $400,000 in digital currencies such as Bitcoin and sometimes, quote, exchange coupons for stolen rolls of special paper stores used to print coupons on. Holy shit. I thought this was just like a bunch of old bitches being snarky. No, this is like legit shit. The 3-year scheme was discovered by the Coupon Information Corporation.
That's a thing?
Yeah. Which received a tip that someone was making and mailing fraudulent coupons. One group of manufacturers said it lost $125,000 from fake coupons leaked to Talons. In September, Talons was sentenced to 12 years in prison for perpetrating a counterfeit coupon fraud scheme. Jesus Christ. Her husband was sentenced to 7 years in prison because he was aware of it and profited from the scheme. You imagine going to federal prison for making fake coupons? You are number one target to be ass fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, no. The couple was accused of using the money for high-end home renovations, including building a new pool and remodeling their kitchen. Talon said in a statement obtained by the New York Times that she was deeply ashamed and embarrassed by her actions. You make $400,000 and all you do is get a pool and Jesus Christ. It's funny that the person who is being money savvy by coupons is a complete dipshit about money.
Yeah. I'm on the Coupon Information Center right now, their website.
Yeah.
And it has like the recent articles on there, counterfeit notifications, consumers, retailers, manufacturers, and law enforcement on here. Apparently this is like, fuck cocaine. Apparently this is where all the money is now.
Yeah. I did not see this.
I don't know. I didn't know that it was, I didn't know that there was a website for this. This is wild. A new part of the world was opened up to me today. It was counterfeit coupons.
I didn't know there was so much money in this thing.
Yeah.
All I wanted was a free sandwich. Shit, bitch. Damn.
She had like this whole system going on.
Fucking A.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, like, it's a terrible thing. You know, this is against the law. Don't do it, right? There's some things that we'll say do if it's against the law because the laws are sometimes stupid. But this is just weird. I don't know where to go.
I mean, fuck, 32 million?
Yeah.
Have you ever even used a coupon?
I used to use coupons in high school that we would get from the newspaper at Burger King.
That makes sense.
Yep. You get the pick 2, and I would always get 2 Whoppers, and then I had a coupon for it that let me pick 2 more items for only $5 more.
You just like Whoppers, don't you?
Dude, I could eat like so many Whoppers right now.
What makes the Whopper better than any other thing? How about that? Because like I wouldn't ask this question, but you have been on record saying you have bought 15 Whoppers at one time.
That is, 1, a true story, and 2, the thing about Whoppers, we're going to get into this now, all right? You got to listen to it. That we're going to deconstruct the Whopper right now, okay? The thing with the Whopper is, the buns, first of all, right? They aren't like McDonald's, they aren't like Five Guys, they aren't like any other kind of buns you'll ever have, okay? The sesame seeds on top is what makes them perfect, because the sesame seeds on top, right? And then you have the bread. The bread just... It's the right consistency of moist and dry at the same time. And then you get into the items on there, right? You got the meats. You got 2 patties usually in a Whopper. Sometimes they only put 1.
Double Whopper?
Sometimes you can get the 1 and it works the same way, okay?
What did you get when you bought 15? Were they all double Whoppers?
So when I got the 15, they were 8 single Whoppers and 7 Impossible Whoppers.
Okay. I thought you were going to say 7 doubles. I was like, Jesus
See,
Christ.
I made sure to get at least 7 Impossible Whoppers so I eat my veggies.
Oh my
that was a joke.
God,
No, I wanted to taste test it too.
I'm intrigued. Keep going. This is some scientific shit right here.
All right, so you got the meats, right? The meats, honestly, is not the part that is good about a Whopper. I'm not gonna lie, their meat's not the greatest thing. I'm not gonna lie. In the Whoppers, you don't get the Whopper for the meat. Okay, the meat. It depends on which Burger King you go to. Sometimes they have this weird burnt taste. Sometimes they have a metallic taste. Sometimes it just tastes like a hamburger, okay? So sometimes you get a good deal out of it. It's Burger King. It's not a 5-star restaurant. I don't know what to tell you.
What the fuck?
But here's the greatest part. Okay, the onions. The onions are by far the greatest part on a Whopper, okay? It is just the right amount of crunch to it. And then you have to pair those onions in your mouth, right? You got to use your tongue for this, all right? You got to pair the onions with the pickles in your mouth. It is by far the greatest thing ever.
Why?
All right, pickled onions,
Why?
disgusting. Pickles, they're all right. Onions, they're okay on their own. Maybe you got to cook them, right? But together, for some reason, in a Whopper, the onions and the pickles mixed together with that sweet mayonnaise just makes it so much better for some reason.
All right.
I don't know.
But
But
I didn't think this. Oh, there's more. Continue.
the one last tidbit for it is Whoppers right out of the bag aren't good. You gotta let it sit for 15 minutes. All right, I'm letting you know that right now. Something about it.
Let it age.
There's something about that 15-minute wait that makes it so much better. And you're gonna hate me for this. It is disgusting. I won't lie. If you can't finish a Whopper, or if you have one left over sitting, you don't put it in the fridge. That's how you ruin a Whopper.
Yeah.
You leave it out. There's nothing on there that will go bad on a Whopper other than maybe the meat, but it is also Burger King, so it's Burger King meat. Is it really gonna go bad? So you never refrigerate a Whopper, even if it's overnight. You let it sit out.
Oh, but the mayo.
Mayonnaise. Where is mayonnaise stored in a store? Is it stored in the fridge or is it stored on the shelf?
Yeah, when it's not used. It's stored outside. What does it say on the label then, smartass?
What does it say?
Refrigerate after opening. That's what it fucking says.
But what makes the difference between an open and unopened is what? The oxygen, right?
Yeah.
It's still concealed in its wrapper.
Dude, what about when they made it? You think they make it in like a hyperbolic fucking chamber? Like,
Bruh,
what?
Here's the thing about Burger King that it's got above most other places, maybe not McDonald's. They make it fast, all right? The amount of oxygen that hits that mayonnaise is very slim.
They have it pressurized with nitrogen. They shoot the mayonnaise out, quickly put it on the burger. Get it out. Wrap it up. Get it the fuck out.
They got Mr. Fast Hands Usain Bolt in there making the hamburgers. I'm telling you.
I don't
okay?
think Usain Bolt is known for fast hands. I don't think that's.
You
what
watch
he's
him
known
run.
for.
Look at his hands, man. They're.
So Usain Bolt makes Whoppers everywhere.
Why do you think he's the fastest man alive, huh? He's got to run all the Burger Kings.
Hey, I need these quick. I got 7 in Minneapolis fucking waiting for this.
He's running in tournaments and everything and in Burger Kings, all right?
Yeah, that's true. When he goes to the Olympics, you can't order a Whopper. I've seen that.
You order it from him?
Congratulations on your gold medal. Gotta go make Whoppers.
Whopper's by far best burger.
All right, I didn't know this was thought about so deeply. All right, I respect it.
We took that whole like the tournament style of burgers. You remember that in the Discord?
Yeah,
the
bracket. Yeah,
which one did I say was number one?
That's true. This son of a bitch. This bracket included like Whataburger, In-N-Out, Smash Burger, Five Guys, and he chose Burger King.
Yep.
Now, to be fair, to show you that like how crazy people's tastes are, the podcast that I got it from, which is The Pod, they said McDonald's was the best one over everything, and I was like, I don't know where that's true other than here.
We've been running for an hour and 35 minutes roughly, and I don't want to get in. Maybe next week I'll get into the deconstruction of the Big Mac. Why it is an inferior
segment.
inferior burger. It is inferior to the Whopper. All right, triple bun mean nothing over here.
That's useless. It's wasted carbs.
All right, let's finish up content clips and whatever else we got.
That's all I got. I'm tapped out.
All right. We've been running for, as I said, 35 minutes. I think we cut it here. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I can't take it anymore. All right, after that,
gotta go get a Whopper.
Yeah, after that,
I'm not gonna lie, you kind of made me want a Whopper.
I got cold sweats now. My addiction's
I'm about to come out of this fucking room and be like, we're going to Burger King. Let's go. I gotta see if my opinion of the Whopper changes. It. Like, I didn't hate it, but now I'm curious to see if it's like people fucking in my mouth.
Tell you got it. It's a 15-minute wait that makes it perfect.
15-minute wait. That's weird to me.
Set it to the second you grab that bag from that person, you start the timer.
Do you roll up the bag or do you let it vent?
I just, however they give me the bag is how I take it, because once it's already made, the timer technically started there, but once they hand it to you, there's the 15 minutes. There's the 15 minutes you still have to wait for some reason. I don't know what it is.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
And if you really want to mind fuck yourself, you grab the Whopper and the Impossible Whopper, and when you eat the Impossible Whopper, think of peanut butter. Because
I don't know about that.
To me, the Impossible Whopper just tastes like peanut butter with lettuce.
Oh.
I do not know why.
No.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like how that's how I see it.
You ordered 7 of them.
And I ate all of them, and I didn't like it. But I'm not wasting my money, right? I bought them, I'm eating them.
Being frugal outweighs my taste buds. Oh, my God.
All right. Thank you so much for listening. Next week, it will be November. Maybe we'll have a video one. Maybe we won't. We'll see what happens.
I guess we do need one, huh?
We do. TikTok hacks coming in.
You want to do that again? More TikTok hacks?
Maybe not the drinks. I've seen some of their drinks. It kind of grosses me out.
No.
Oh, okay, we get back out of that. All right, maybe we'll see what happens. You'll also probably see a Dune review from us. Spoilers for that for next week. And happy Halloween. So thank you so much for listening.
Good
Bye.
night.